It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the New York Knicks going up against the Denver Nuggets. For the Nuggets, playing above 500 in the last few weeks, not bad. They'd like to do better. We'll see if they can add a win tonight. Closing out the season now, Kenny, a topic that's always under debate. How important is momentum heading into the playoffs?
Well, younger teams, it helps their confidence. You know, and veteran teams, sometimes they can just turn it on when it matters.
This is what I call basketball math. Some clubs choose health over momentum, but all other things being equal, momentum matters. It's like E equals MC squared.
That's what I was
Almost
like,
exactly like that.
Yeah, right. And the Pythagorean theory.
A squared plus B squared equals C squared.
So A equals C.
No, A is greater than C.
C is greater than A.
That might be true.
I didn't think there was going to be math. Here's Kevin Harlan.
It's interconference time for these Nuggets as they come in as the visiting team. Hello and thanks for joining us on Noche La NBA, the NBA's celebration of Latin heritage, both among its players and fans. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analyst Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Take a look at the Knicks, and with the worst record in the NBA, they simply don't have the talent to win that many ball games.
Well, Kevin, this portion of the schedule has really given this team some major headwinds. I mean, the level of competition they're facing, the quality of those teams, that's like 200 miles an hour of headwind you're dealing with, and that is hard to get out of.
And nothing tips off a broadcast like getting the lowdown from the sidelines. And we've got David Aldridge there for that. David, good evening.
Well, guys, whether it's jilted fans in Utah or a player's feelings after an unwanted trade, we always hear that saying, there's no loyalty in sports. But is there any room for nuance? The league's a business and a competition. And in any competition, there are winners and losers. Guys?
Great stuff, David. Thank you. Doris, we know for a few chosen individuals, the best of the best, this is the last leg now in the race for the MVP.
That is correct, Kevin. There's been a narrative that's built all season, but sometimes the way you close out a season can ultimately decide the vote because it's the last thing in the minds of the voters. You've piled up your stats, you've tried to win as many games as possible, but a finishing kick is so important in this race.
And these players know it, don't they? I mean, they say, oh, I'm not paying attention to it, but really, I mean, come on. They're human. Of course they are, right?
They're paying attention, no doubt.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Martin and Millsap at the small and power forward spots. Murray and Harris, the guards. And it's Jokic in at the 5. Knox misses. Harris outside. Jokic trying to free himself up. That's good from Harris on the assist by Barton.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And the first one at the line is good. Both free throws good from Barton. For the Knicks, it's been a slow start here. 6-point game. Last game against the Nuggets, they lost in the Mile High City.
Well, I mean, they lost their last matchup with this team, and foul trouble really plagued them throughout the game.
Nothing wrong with aggression as long as you're smart about picking your spots. And let's see if they can be a bit more disciplined this evening.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
The Knicks have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Moutier kicks to Hezonja. Offline with his 3.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
That one falls. Murray's got his second bucket.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Count that bucket. Moutier's got his first 2 points.
Well, Emmanuel Mudiay, that kind of shot will up your field goal percentage, gentlemen.
Here's Murray. Again, the Nuggets score.
Impressive. 5 straight makes. Love the play calling here.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And stolen by Murray. Pass to Jokic. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead. Jokic has got his first bucket of the night.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
You can see the improving court awareness of Emmanuel Mudiay, having an understanding for when to find his guys.
Here's Millsap, the Knicks making the shot, and that one is good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for New York, trailing by 10. This game coming after a loss against the Jazz.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
I think there has to be better communication. All 5 guys tied together, and what happened to them is what happens when you play lackluster defense.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Down low, here's Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And that's a big reason why Jordan's field goal percentage is always so high, because most of his finishes come right at the rim.
And the basket by Harris.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Knicks trail by 9. Got a piece of it. Dotson kicks to Jordan. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
And the shooting percentage Jordan records from here is insane. If you get him the ball in a good spot, he usually finishes.
One shot.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Gentlemen, if ever there was a market that is aching for a competitive team, it is New York. The last time the Knicks saw the playoffs, 2013. Boy, does that feel like an eternity ago.
Have to enjoy seeing Murray jam it down. His vertical is very impressive.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Moutier, and he makes that one.
And very little defense here to start the game.
Boy, both teams rolling right now on the offensive end. We got a little barn burner cooking.
And thinking back to the Knicks' last postseason appearance, they had some hard-nosed guys on that team.
They sure did. Guys like Tyson Chandler, Kenyon Martin, Jason Kidd. Listen, we know New York's a tough town. Their fans appreciate rooting for those gritty-type players. But in the end, at this point, whatever gets them wins will make them happy.
And Denver has possession. The Knicks making the shot. Another shot. In deep. Jokic drops it in. Jokic has got 8 points.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
And Nikola Jokic came late to the game. He actually grew up horse racing. Finally started playing organized hoops at the age of 16. You'd never know it, though one of the most skilled big men the league has to offer.
The latest news is nuts, new album is booming. Yeah, first to nuts, you got a big chance of losing. Escaping this. Or confronting the union, so stop fooling yourself. Feel these, cause no one's doing this. Right. No escaping this. No escaping this. Worldwide. No escaping. No one's doing this. Don't be humble, it's better to bull. Believe you eligible, get left like a vegetable. Man, it's crazy and there's no escape.
And let's check out some stats. Here are the numbers for DeAndre Jordan. He's averaging 11 points a game, 13 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Moutier pass to Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Really well done on that assist. He sees the target inside and puts it right into the hands.
And again, Jokic. 10 points for him.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
To the inside, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
And any lob to Jordan is about as sure a thing as you can get. So athletic for a big with tremendous hands, and big fella knows how to get in prime position for those alley-oop feeds. How about 5 straight made from the field to start?
Knicks trail by 8. Pass to Knox. Back to Moutier. From deep. Denver grabs the miss. They defeated the Wizards in their last game.
I mean, they were so impressive offensively. And when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
Now, here's Moutier. He had 15 points last outing. Connects from three-point range.
Guys, listen, the defense was totally invisible on that three-point attempt. Nobody even in his zip code.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play. And with the playmaking in Denver's front court, point guard Jamal Murray is free to hunt his shot. Very comfortable playing off the ball.
Free throw good, Murray. And you look at Jamal Murray's assist numbers, he's more like a two-guard.
Well, he's kind of a combo, 6'4", 6'5"-ish, but you can't have enough shooting, and he's got a quick trigger.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Beasley's checked in. Both good from the line that time.
I'll tell you, he's coming through for them at the free throw line today. His form has been perfect.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Murray. Here's Knox. Offensive rebound. Jordan. Here's Azania. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Knicks trail by 11. Pass to Dotson. Fires for three. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 7th assist in the game. And that one's good. Millsap's got 6.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, Emmanuel Moutier, pretty pass. Let's see some more of that young gun.
Now here's Beasley. He's coming off a 10-point game against Washington. Scored the basket, his 2nd of 2 attempts.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Knox. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Utah.
You know, he was also one of their key contributors on the glass. His effort was terrific.
And stolen by Hazonia. Here's Knox. Barton defending. Here's Azania. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter. And guys, they've come out and established a rhythm. And also their play calling has been on point.
Yeah, I think that's exactly how they built this lead. They played as one, shared the basketball, running their offense to perfection.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Nuggets. A player who can calm down a team in a very interesting intersection in a game is a valued commodity. And Doris, you see a lot of these players every game in the league that have that quality.
You do, and you could go across any number of organizations. I would begin with Chris Paul, who has the ability to hit big shots, either on his own ability to break a defender down or to find the right person to create that opportunity. Sean Livingston of the Golden State Warriors and Andre Iguodala of the Golden State Warriors are 2 what I like to call stabilizers. And then the other great guy, of course, we have to include him in every conversation, is LeBron James, because he can dictate the outcome of a game on a possession-by-possession basis.
For the Nuggets, Plumlee, he's checked in for Jokic. Torrey Craig comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. The Nuggets leading by 10. And it's Plumlee that time on the assist by Morris.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
New York calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Me. Democracy, you wanna copy me. for legal. Copy some land as a property. AP, Rose, diamonds, whip up, diamonds on the wall. Like it's stir fry, whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry. Whip it in the kitchen, wrist twisted like it's stir fry.
And some great passing here so far. Let's check out this chart that breaks down where the assists have been coming from for the Knicks.
And really, their guards have been the ones that have done the bulk of the passing and shot creation. Sometimes the ball handlers will look to score more down the stretch. We'll see if that becomes more of a focus.
Here's Robinson, and Robinson throws it down.
And guys, that's one of the more basic plays in anybody's playbook, but not to mention also truly one of the best.
And Greg, the pick frees him up, and the dunk caps it off.
Yeah, run your offense with that kind of precision. Not much anyone can do to stop it.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
And obviously makes him very difficult to defend because he can fly right over you.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. A 12-point game. To the right side. Here's Cornette. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you just wonder if maybe he should take it inside when they're playing so far off him.
Oh, that's blocked. And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the New York Knicks. Over in the corner, Allen. Paul Millsap with the rebound. The Nuggets leading by 12. And Beasley, here we go. Second chance shot. It's deflected. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. And it's Allen slamming it down.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
Moutier with the ball. He's got 6. Beasley comes to the double team. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Cornette kicks to Moutier. Shot clock at 6. Nobody near Allen. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
Got that bucket in no time at all. Beasley's got 14 points.
Woo, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Allen finds Robinson. Back to Allen. They need this. The shot will not fall. Excellent D there from Beasley. Here's Craig, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. New York called for the foul. For Denver, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. Well, he was fired by the Grizzlies 19 games into last season, Doris, but Coach David Fizdale with a fresh start now with the Knicks in New York.
Well, you think about in Memphis, he tried to shift from the grit and grind to a more modern NBA style, and I think he encountered some resistance there. With the Knicks, more of a clean slate, a chance to build the culture from the ground up.
And so he makes both from the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Denver foul call. That's his first personal foul.
Here's Allen. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Vonleh, the pass to Robinson.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game. And on the glass so far, it hadn't even been close.
Thomas, that's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Moutier kicks to Allen. New York, no good that time either.
Just a little hesitation on that release, right? His timing looked a bit off.
Exceptional play across the board. I love their tenacity, just piling it on at this point.
You know, the beauty is it hasn't just been offense, right? It's been the defensive end as well. They're firing on all cylinders right now.
And so it's Denver, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be back with you shortly. Free throws have been a struggle for DeAndre Jordan. He was asked if he'd ever consider shooting them underhanded like some have done in the past.
I haven't. I've never tried it. I've never secretly tried it in practice or anything like that. I think I'm going to try to shoot it regular for a while. And if that's my last resort, then so be it.
You know, he's made some progress with his unusual method, though.
Yeah, him, Drummond, Capella, a lot of the guys who were getting the hack-a-shack treatment have made great strides.
And buenas noches, basketball fans. It's Latin night here on 2K Sports. And you might have noticed the custom jerseys worn by the players. And for the Nuggets, this has been the game they wanted to have.
I love the fact that they're getting so many of their points at the rim. Just a solid first period.
Well, Greg, playing bully basketball on the block. Every opportunity they've wanted at the rack, they've got it.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Robinson. Allen is out there with Emmanuel Mudiay. Then there's Vonleh, and it's Thomas in at the small forward.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap is an all-star forward whose dedication to the game is reflected in his year-to-year improvement. He said, "The drive to the gym is where I find my peace, getting my mind prepared. I come with the mindset of getting better. It's gotten me this far." Kevin?
He is a true professional. David, thank you. Harris has checked in for Malik Beasley. Here's Plumlee, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Plumlee's got his second bucket of the night. Knicks trail by 21. Allen finds Robinson. New York moving the ball around. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Millsap, the shot from the low post is good. Millsap's got 4 points this quarter.
And he's had some huge games over the course of his career, and he's in the midst of having another one. Millsap's just telling everybody, get out of his way. Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff. Kept alive. The shot's good from Plumlee. Plumlee's got 6.
and a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Allen kicks to Robinson. Doubled by Plumlee. And there's the pass to Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
I'll tell you guys, what a delivery on that lead pass. He puts it right where his teammate can go get it.
There's Thomas with the three. No good there. Now the Knicks take it the other way. They host the Clippers after this game. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And then Allen slams it in.
And that fella can flat out fly, can he?
Reminds me of a young Greg Anthony out of
my
UNLV.
goodness.
No doubt about that. Just look at the elevation he climbed to right there.
Kevin, you just made my knees hurt.
It is the truth, though. His vertical is a huge part of what makes him tough to defend at the basket.
And the first one drops. The 6'11 Mason Plumlee out of Duke, Greg. He's got a live body.
Very athletic, Kevin. His mobility enables him to defend smaller players on the perimeter. Offensively, he is a threat to finish at the rim.
Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Barton comes in for Torrey Craig. He hits both from the stripe. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
Break in the action. Let's look at the stats for Mason Plumlee. He's putting up about 8 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And it's not easy to get those stops at the rim, but he does a great job with it.
Yeah, he can make it look simple on the interior when it's really not. He knew exactly how to guard on the inside.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. Playing as a team so crucial. Let's see the NBA's best. The Nuggets in second.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And so it looks like Denver will retain possession here. With 10 games left, let's see how the playoff race is shaping up out east. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, there's the Knicks. Quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
Well, I think for New York, they haven't made any of the strides they were hoping to see prior to the season. Again, hanging around at the bottom of the standings.
And with one eye already on the off season, I would guess they start tinkering with lineups, different personnel combinations as this season wraps up. That way they can start forming a plan for the future.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Thomas, that's good.
To me, you've got to chase Isaiah Thomas off the line. He's 5'9", capable shooter, loves to pull a trigger. Better do your work, D.
Vonleh, the pass to Allen. New York moving the ball around. Passes it to Dotson. Just 5 to shoot. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That is his first foul of the game. Mario Hezonja's checked in for New York. Murray's checked in for the Nuggets. Dotson the pass to Allen. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Allen's got 11.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Murray, no good.
The only way he doesn't finish is if the defense gets in his face. Nice job.
Allen, the open look. And again, it's New York.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Jokic finds Barton in the corner. Murray with it. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Knicks trail by 18. Here's Allen. No good that time. Murray with the defensive effort. A baseline J. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Plumlee. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Sunday, they'll be playing against Lou Williams and the Los Angeles Clippers. And then on Thursday, they'll be matching up against Kyle Lowry and the Toronto Raptors.
And that one against the Bulls, that's a contest that could easily go either way. Small mistakes could be the difference, and both teams will need to be at their best.
Hezonja's shot is off. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points.
Indicative of what we've seen tonight. One team being the aggressor, the other failing to react.
Right, really a disappointing effort on the defensive end, not offering any challenge at all at the cup.
Hezonja on the wing. But they'll get another chance. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And Barton gets it to go on the assist from Harris. 6 points for Will Barton.
I'll tell you, it takes fantastic vision and flawless timing to produce an assist like that.
Pass to Knox. To the paint, kicks it out to Allen. To the inside, Hezonja, and finished off by Hezonja.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Chalk up 2 there. 16 points for Jamal Murray.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Dotson the pass to Hezonja. With college basketball expanding the three-point arc out to FIBA range, Doris, does that set the table, you think, for the NBA to move its arc, their three-point shooting line, out as well?
I think one of the things that I would like to see, Kevin, is a more unified game across countries, right? We've talked about the NBA and basketball in particular becoming a more global game. I think one thing that I'd really love to see at the lower levels of basketball in the formative stages is young players have to play with a shot clock. Because what that forces those players to do is be three-tool players. Under duress of a shot clock, you better be able to put the ball on the deck, make a pass, or take a shot. So I think the more we can normalize a set of international rules, the better basketball is going to be long-term.
And the basket by Harris.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Here's Dotson, guarded by Harris. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a three-point play.
First personal foul, team second.
For New York, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And New York making a change here. Cornette's checked in. Denver also making some changes. Malik Beasley comes in for Barton. And Morris subbed in for Harris.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
Denver leading by 23. And it's Murray penetrating. Basket counts. Murray's got 6 here in this quarter.
I love this approach. Despite the lead, still attacking, adding fuel to the fire.
They are absolutely relentless right now, Greg. There's no end in sight. They are going for it.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, and he was so quick to break on that one. A good sign that he read the play.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter. Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Well, that's how you attack in transition. Remarkable effort, getting as high percentage a look as you can really get.
Poked away and stolen by Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Oh, big finish, emphatic.
He hangs on the rim just for good measure. Wow. New York shooting 59% here in the second quarter. They're playing with great confidence. Here's Dotson. He's got 9.
Yeah, really frustrating right now. They just can't seem to stem the tide here.
Nothing they're doing on the defensive end is working. They've got to figure something out, and fast.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Allen kicks to Hezonja. Looking to end the run. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Robinson's checked in for New York. Moutier comes in for Allen. And Denver with a change here, too. Millsap's checked in. Denver's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Morris, no good.
And a surprise he doesn't knock that down. Defense a little too lax that time.
Pass to Cornette. Moutier with the ball. He's against Morris. Clock at 6. There's the pass to Dotson. Over Murray. Dotson can't hit.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
And that one's good. Millsap. Millsap's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, he's been shooting it so well because he's been so active, moving and working to get high percentage shots.
Here's Cornette. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And gobbled up that rebound and went straight into attack mode on the putback.
Oof, he is one of the most determined rebounders, guys, we have got in the NBA.
The tireless work ethic, the passion, he's a guy the team relies on for that.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. And Paul Millsap, a 4-time All-Star in Atlanta. Greg, as we know, he missed most of last season after left wrist surgery.
A big loss after just signing that mega contract with the Nuggets. I mean, he's a lot older than most of their core, but a great fit in their front court and obviously one heck of a player.
Robinson. Jokic grabs the miss. Smooth sailing for Denver. Here's Beasley, and it's Beasley finishing it off.
And that's another fast break bucket. And This is the pace, though, guys, that's been working for him.
You know, I think, Greg, the faster the tempo, the better they are. And I love the pace they're playing with right now.
Dotson kicks to Robinson. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
That's good from Beasley.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Out of bounds. Denver takes possession.
Well, that's an example of two teammates on a different page. They're both looking at each other like, hey, what was going on there?
A three from Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Morris has got 5 points in the quarter.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Dotson. Good on the 13-footer.
Leave him open from mid-range like that, and there's not much doubt he'll knock it down. Come on, guys, you got to think.
And it's Denver scoring again.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for the Knicks. Thomas. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Just terrific focus by Lance Thomas, converting inside against some pretty spirited defense.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
76% on the season from the foul line.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That's good from Thomas.
Well, how about this guy? Undrafted after winning a national championship in college at Duke, Lance Thomas, one of those classic glue guys.
Knocked away and stolen by Murray. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
That's his first personal foul.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game.
Murray. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so Murray nails both of them. Knocked loose. Now here's Moutier, and a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
That's a jump ball.
Poked loose, and it's the Knicks with the ball. Can't hit that one. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for the Denver Nuggets. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Here with Coach Mike Malone. How has ball movement opened up things for you offensively?
Every game we have where we get into a one-on-one game, over-dribbling, not passing, we become very easy to guard. The good thing about tonight is the ball is moving. We're trying to make plays for each other. When we move the ball, we get high percentage shots, which is all we can ask for.
Thanks very much for your time, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Jamal Murray had a huge first quarter. He ended up with 28 points, 5 steals, and 5 assists. Kenny, your thoughts on the Nuggets' first half?
There's been one thing that's made a difference in this game above all else: their control of the backboard. They put forth an amazing effort on the glass, and the rebounding numbers aren't even close, Ernie. That'll be something to keep an eye on in the second half. They will be very tough to contain if that continues.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, they were playing like it was Christmas, Ernie, giving up a lot of turnovers. There's no excuses for the turnover numbers, sloppy ball handling. They looked out of control, and the execution was all over the place.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
The skyline of Midtown Manhattan so beautifully lit up tonight as we welcome you back to New York City. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been one outstanding game from Jamal Murray.
And through the first 2 periods, it seemed he got to the paint whenever he wanted to, just a slasher's mentality.
You know, my favorite thing, Greg, I think he showed no fear in attacking the defense. He got on the interior with ease.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the pair inside. Harris and Barton, the 2 wings. And it's Murray in at the point guard. Passes it to Dotson. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Here's Murray. Up and in on the layup. Murray's got 30 points.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
To the right side. No one near Moutier as he lets it go. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, this to me is the critical aspect that Emmanuel Moutier must develop. Can he knock down three-point shots? He does so there.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And the foul goes against New York.
Paul Wilson taking 2 shots.
Two shots.
First free throw is good.
And it's fair to say that Millsap has been very underrated throughout his career. A versatile, tenacious forward who quietly destroys whoever he plays.
And he can't hit the second. The Knicks shooting an efficient 53% from the field. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Barton. The finish. And Barton throws it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Barton's gotten 3 of his 4 shots to fall, hitting 75%. And the foul on Will Barton. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jordan the pass to Knox. New York moving it around. And it's Jordan with the jam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Habit.
That makes 3 in a row to start the second half.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Murray. Moutier kicks to Jordan. Back to Moutier. And the dunk by Jordan.
One thing never changes in the NBA. Jordan will always be there among the top offensive rebounders in the league.
Murray. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Murray's got 34 points. For New York, they've gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Moutier. Here's Azania. And another shot. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Millsap. And there's another one for the Nuggets.
Wow, 5 straight buckets coming out of half. They are rolling.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Murray. Back to Moutier. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Well, when Emmanuel Moutier has got deep post position, boy, he is going to attack and earn the trip to the stripe.
The Knicks shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And on the season, you know, they're hitting about 76%, which is a decent rate.
First one falls for him.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Isaiah Thomas is checked in for the Nuggets. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Following this game, they'll hit the road to challenge the Pacers at Pacers Arena in Indianapolis. And that's game 4 of 4 out on the road for them. To the middle, here's Knox, and he throws it down hard with one hand.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
And Gary Harris, a 6'4" shooting guard out of Michigan State. On paper, you might call him undersized, but with his strength and toughness, he's got it covered.
And the Knicks making a change here. Onlay's checked in.
One shot.
That's good from Harris. And if you're making a list of the best young shooting guards in the league, Greg, I got to think that Gary Harris is on that list.
Absolutely. A two-way player, defends his tail off, and offensively, he can score at all 3 levels.
What a fantastic game he's had on the offensive end. If only his teammates could keep up.
And the baseline jumper, no good.
Now, great look on that, just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Knicks shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And guys, you know, you never run out of things that you can improve upon.
I think, Greg, it's important to keep that hunger, right? You're always striving to get better and to change things up.
Go on and give it up.
Denver making a switch here. Craig's checked in.
All right, a chance to check out stats for Will Barton. How his last 10 games have gone. He's putting up 13 points a game, 6 rebounds, and 2 assists. And this is the kind of strong, steady play you like to see. He's earning his keep and helping them win games.
I think they need more consistency from him, and they're getting it. Look for this to continue. I love it.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Here's Thomas. Makes it off the glass. Thomas got 9.
But to me, you get concerned if Isaiah Thomas starts to get comfortable on the offensive end. Look out.
And here's Moutier. He's got 11. Jordan dishes to Moutier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The story of rebounding. Now a look at the league's best players on the boards. DeAndre Jordan, 3rd.
And you can't win games without rebounding the basketball. That's what has made him such an important part of what they do.
The free throw good for Moutier. Allen's checked in for the Knicks. Both free throws good for Moutier.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Here's Thomas. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Boy, what a big-time, strong finish. Isaiah Thomas, an uncanny ability to make tough shots.
Moutier finds Jordan. Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
I'll tell you, that's aggressive passing. Threading it down low and setting up the bucket inside. Really nice.
No good on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Allen passes to Knox. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Baseline try, and good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Thomas got 6 in the quarter.
This, to me, is one area where Isaiah Thomas is so effective. This guy is accurate and confident in the mid-range.
Moutier dishes to Vonleh. Goes up again. Moutier, no good.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
And that one's good. Millsap.
Well, any point guard who involves his teammates is automatically going to raise the offense. Go ahead, IT. We see you with that pretty pass.
Moutier kicks to Allen. Pass to Vonleh. New York moving the ball around. Pass to Knox from outside the arc. Barton with the rebound. Barton's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Millsap. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Millsap's got 23 points.
And so far, they have been in complete control of this one. Just a well-rounded effort on the road.
Really just sheer dominance, going into enemy territory and flat out taking over this one. That's an example of great communication. He knows the spot to get to, and the pass is waiting for him.
Inside, here's Knox. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one.
He's tallying them up in bunches.
Barton against Allen. And Barton gets it to go on the assist by Thomas. Thomas got 3 assists tonight. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for New York. He kicks to Vonleh. Back to Moutier. And there's the defensive 3-second call. We know James Harden joined Durant and Westbrook in winning league MVP honors, Doris. Had those three stayed together in Oklahoma City, is there any doubt in your mind that they would have won at least one NBA championship?
Well, you think back to the time they worked together, and they did go to an NBA Finals and ended up being eliminated by LeBron James and the Miami Heat. So obviously, you like the opportunity they would have had to go to more. And let's give a little credit to the great GM of the Oklahoma City franchise, Sam Presti, who is responsible for the drafting of 3 MVP candidates. That in and of itself is quite remarkable. But you know this, Kevin. Success and failure, there is such a fine line. And there's a tenuous nature to things, an injury at the wrong time. So many times this trio was tripped up by an untimely situation. So, I mean, if they stay together, yes, you like their chances, but this is why history states otherwise.
New York's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the paint, here's Thomas. Good on the baseline, Jay. Thomas got his second bucket of the night.
Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
Down low, here's Plumlee, and it's slammed in by Plumlee.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The Knicks shooting it well here in the third, about 50%. Moutier kicks to Cornette. Off the left rim and out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
Feeds it to Robinson. Got a piece of it. Beasley with the steal. Barton against Thomas, and that one's good. Barton.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball. And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
Yeah, his production has been unbelievable. Really a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Beasley comes with the double team. Robinson against Jokic. Allen for 3. Denver grabs the miss. Morris into the lane. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Morris has got 4 this quarter.
Well, everything starts with a great pass, right? That's really pretty.
Moutier kicks to Allen. And Thomas has it in the corner. Sinks the three-pointer. Thomas got 8 points.
How about that catch and release? Lance Thomas showing why he's poised and ready to provide anything this team needs.
No good from Beasley. New York's gone 2 of 5 with the three-point shot since coming out of the break. Shoots a 3. Jokic grabs the miss.
And so far this quarter, he's been a little off on his game.
Yeah, scoring isn't coming naturally to him right now. Looking a little bit uncomfortable out there.
That one goes in. He's got 14.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Doubled by Plumlee. And another assist for him. And that's his 20th assist. Wow.
Just doing a great job at orchestrating the offense.
And the Knicks making a change here. Dotson's checked in. And Denver with a change here, too. Murray's checked in for Barton. Cornette's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Here's Jokic. No good on that one. Now the Knicks take it the other way. Thomas passes to Dotson. Murray with the defensive effort. The Nuggets shooting the lights out in this one, 77%. Morris. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got assist number 10 tonight with that last one. The Knicks shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Inside, here's Allen. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 16th rebound on the night. Here's Beasley, and it's Denver scoring again.
I mean, if you're looking to get back into this game, you have to get tougher defensively.
The Knicks shooting the ball around 43% from the floor so far in the third quarter. Thomas's shot is off. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. And again, it's Denver.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
Now the Knicks with it. Doubled by Murray. Dotson kicks to Thomas. Allen passes to Thomas. New York, no good that time either. Here's Beasley. He drains the quick shot. Beasley's got 6 points in the quarter.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Doubled by Murray. Dotson the pass to Cornette. Here's Dotson. He's covered by Murray. To the middle to end the run. And that one is hammered home.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And good that time. Murray's got 36.
Boy, every time he goes up now, it just looks like the shot's going in. He's perfect from the field in this quarter.
To the inside, Dotson. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Plumlee attacking. It's hauled in by Cornette. The three from Thomas. And the last-second attempt doesn't fall. What a performance by Jamal Murray. He has been the story for Denver. He's approaching 40 points for him in the game. He's scoring in just about every way possible. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Thomas is out there with Hicks. And there's John Jenkins. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Here's Dotson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. We've seen, Doris, the NBA take a very active role in growing the game internationally. Talk about some of the specifics you've seen in that regard.
Well, I think you have a great leader at the top in Adam Silver who understands that the game is growing on an international stage. It's becoming increasingly popular. And so you see NBA teams going over and playing regular season games in different countries. That's one particular way. Then you have the NBA Cares initiative, which when those teams are over there, they can go out and build basketball academies. NBA in Africa is a once-a-year trip, and they bring 2 teams of NBA players. Think about some of the players off of that continent where they have turned into legit stars. So I think it's important that the game continue to develop, and I love that the NBA considers it part of their responsibility.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. Here's Morris. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Dotson kicks to Cornette. It's stolen by Morris. They're running. Vanderbilt. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Here's Dotson. When it comes to building confidence, Doris, some people say playing one-on-ones in practice is a huge help. Is that something that you did when you were playing at Providence?
Kevin, I believe this could be the single greatest development tool for any individual player. If you start at the free throw line and play one-on-one against a player who's maybe slightly above your level or certainly at your level, and you limit that one-on-one from the free throw line to 2 dribbles or less, your skill set, I promise you, is going to develop. The other thing I would encourage young players to do is play 3-on-3, because it forces you to move and to cut and to screen and how to do those things properly if you're going to be effective. I love 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3. It always helps you when you go back to the 5-on-5.
That's such great advice. Morris into the lane. It's tipped. Here's Lyles. They get it back. Shot's good by Hernan Gomez.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
The pass to Hicks for the 3. Morris with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Shoots from 14. It's hauled in by Cornette. Cornette's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Dotson, covered by Morris. Here's Jenkins. Connects, the jumper drops. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. That one good for 2. Hernan Gomez has got 4 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
I'll tell you, he gets into terrific post position. The entry feed is right where it needs to be.
Here's Craig. The shot from the low post is good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Here's Jenkins. And the league last season, Doris, looking to tighten up on the traveling calls. I think that's a move in a positive direction, and it's had a good effect?
Well, Kevin, I'm sure you agree with this. We want to see if there's a traveling violation, it should be called.
Yes.
We have given the offensive players enough advantages, and by that I mean we've made it less physical on the perimeter. You know, we've allowed for freedom of movement, and so I think anytime you learn from a kid, listen, if you pick up that pivot foot, it's a travel. In the past, I thought a lot were missed. What's your take on it, Kev?
I like what you said, and even more for the younger kids who are learning the game, they got to play the right way. It's got to be called.
That's right.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Knicks, and a switcher also for Denver. Thomas is checked in. Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. Nuggets have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. Here's Craig. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Here's Dotson. Denver grabs the miss. Lyles got his 4th rebound in this one. From 13, second chance shot, and he sinks the layup.
Oh, easy put back. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Here's Dotson. Passes to Vonleh. Shot clock at 5. Here's Hicks. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. From the baseline. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. New York's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Here's Thomas. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Here's Hernan Gomez. Lays it up and banks it in.
And really the story of the half, one team shooting it lights out, the other, the lights are just out.
Yeah, that's right. You said it. They don't find a way to switch it back on. They're in trouble.
Dotson the pass to Hicks. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot. The wide open look here for Vonleh. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
The defense making it way too easy for him on that jump shot. He'll take that all night.
Shot's good by Lyles.
I'll tell you, unless someone gets a hand to it, it's hard to miss the mark from that close range.
Here's Dotson. He's guarded by Thomas. Pass to Vonleh from the arc. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
That's as good a look as he's going to get beyond the arc, but there are no sure things from that range, even for him.
That's his first 2 shots.
Foul. 2.
Probably no surprise, Doris. Fans would rather watch shots being hit from the field over free throws. So should the league do anything to perhaps cut down on trips to the free throw line?
You know what,
Take a
Kevin?
break.
I don't know that I necessarily think there need to be fewer trips to the charity stripe. I don't like the hack-up player strategy, and I think that we've taken a good first step toward correcting that particular issue. But right now, I like the way the game is played in terms of officiating. My only objection to the way the game is officiated is take away those intentional fouls that are prohibiting fast break basketball.
He's perfect from the line this time. Now, Moutier. To the paint. Another possession, another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
You know, Greg, he's sharing the ball well, hitting his guys in their spots. Here's Thomas. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
Well, Isaiah Thomas, a deadly pull-up shooter, right? This guy is masterful at creating separation.
Vonleh kicks to Moutier. And there's another one for the Knicks. Here's Craig. Over Jenkins. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Yeah, I think he was forcing too many shots in the first half. Now the game's coming to him.
Picked his pocket. He's got a clear path. Here's Craig. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Fantastic anticipation. Then he shows major explosiveness converting at the other end.
The offensive rebound, Ellenson, and it's denied. Upside Thomas, and Denver again with the bucket.
What a night for Isaiah Thomas. At times like this, boy, you know this guy is a star.
Wide open. And that one hits back iron.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Baseline jumper, and there's another one for the Nuggets.
Well, there's so many weapons in his offensive arsenal. Isaiah Thomas, an absolute force on the offensive end when he's cooking.
And the Knicks with possession here. Knocked loose. And it's good. Looking quite sharp with 10 of 12 shooting tonight.
Boy, that's a decisive move to the cup. He gives the defense no chance to react.
Here's Moutier. And the Knicks miss again. Upside Thomas. Over Moutier. And again, it's Isaiah Thomas. Thomas got 16 points here in the second half.
Boy, this is why Isaiah Thomas has got to be considered one of the game's great scorers. His ability to maintain focus in the face of excellent defense.
Bonley's shot is good. Enzo Thomas will bring it up for the Nuggets. Vanderbilt, and it's Denver scoring again.
Well, you can see he's feeling it right now. Shots dropping from all over the place this quarter.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Thomas gets a wide open look. The three-pointer no good.
Hey, the defense is content to let him prove he can make that shot, and so far, he cannot.
It's hauled in by Thomas. The Knicks shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Moutier kicks to Ellenson. And a miss there on the triple. The Nugget shooting has been wild, 76%. That's just unbelievable. A quick shot there, and it's off target. New York shooting in this game, 45%. Here's Jenkins. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Jenkins got a pair of threes here in the fourth quarter for the Knicks. Here's Craig. And the shot is long. So it's the Knicks now. Jenkins with it. The three. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss. Hernan Gomez has got 6 rebounds in the game. Vanderbilt. Here's Lyles. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Lyles got 8 here in the quarter.
He just punishes you on the backboard. I mean, it's pretty deflating for a team trailing big and still giving up second chance opportunity.
You know, I think he senses a team on the ropes, and he's looking to put them away. That killer instinct is shining through once again.
And ran his man straight into the screen and got a clear path to the bucket.
That is how it is done.
Great teamwork. That's something you develop by practicing it over and over again.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Hernan Gomez. That is his first foul of the game. For today's defensive schemes, Doris, which are more valuable in your opinion? Great on-ball defenders or great help defenders?
Well, I think you need both, obviously. I think anytime you can pressure the ball to a high level, I think that's very disruptive at the point of attack. But I also think in an era of incredible motion offense, you think of players and teams like the Golden State Warriors, the San Antonio Spurs, there's great ball movement, player movement, and you've got to be able to be aware at least 2 passes away. So you need both quality types of defenders to me to have a high-level defense, Kev.
I agree. It begins with an on-ball defender and usually evolves into a help defender. I mean, you can't do one without the other.
Agreed.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Nuggets.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And on the year, looking at their record, this game will make it 49 wins.
Really, they had their number this season. 2 wins, a home win, and an away win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jamal Murray.
Boy, his activity really stood out to me on the defensive end. He harassed ball handlers, came up with steals in transition. You had the feeling guys were looking over their shoulder, worried he was going to pick their pocket.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Plumlee. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Jenkins. No good on the triple. Denver calls timeout. They're leading There's 31 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jamal Murray.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
Teams need contributions from everybody to win on the road, not just the stars. And he's done more than his share tonight, an outstanding performance. That'll be a 5-second call.
New York ball.
And it's Thomas with the ball. He brings it up for New York. Inside. Jenkins can't get it to go. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. From deep. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Left side, Thomas. The dish to Moutier. To the middle. Here's Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
Boy, you have got to love the dime, the pass on time and on target.
Here's Thomas. Launches a three. Here's Plumlee. And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Mason Plumlee. A lot of points tonight. What was working so well offensively?
Well, we're sharing the ball so well. It's fun to watch, I'm sure, but we have possessions where every guy might touch the ball almost twice. So when you get movement like that, it's hard to guard, and it's a fun way to play.
You did have the defense on its toes tonight, Mason. Thanks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. So long, everyone.